Former Housing Minister and PPP Member of Parliament Irfan Ali has voiced his displeasure over Finance Minister Winston Jordan's $300.7 billion 2019 budget, saying the presentation was sugar-coated fluff and bluff, noting further that 63% of voters signaled that they cannot be fooled by what he deemed was government's inability to improve their lives.
Mr. Speaker, if I am to describe the close to 5 hours spent by the Honorable Minister of Finance, one song comes to mind, and that song is a Beres Hammond song, and that song is Sweet Lies.
Ali, a former housing minister, says government's budget was poorly forecasted with measures to aid the ailing economy, saying that it was riddled with wasteful spending on items such as $5.9 billion on dietary and billions more for accumulated expenditure on other refreshment and meals, local travel, and security for ministers.
Export revenue for sugar was US $39.5 million, or $8.3 billion less than the level reported in 2014. The export revenue for rice and bauxite also contracted by US $48.5 million, or $10.2 billion, and $17.6 million US, or $3.7 billion, respectively, when compared to 2014. Timber production fell by 30.9%.
The Public Accounts Committee chairman also highlighted procurement breaches such as a single-source $150 million contract for the new Demerara Harbour Bridge feasibility study and $1.1 billion spent on the Durban Park project. Ali says that this year's budget saw little or no significant allocations for youth and at-risk groups such as single-parent mothers. He in fact feels that this year's budget was crafted to give an inaccurate impression of the improved standard of living Guyanese were expecting.
The inflated estimates are intended to create the imaginary good life that Guyanese have been waiting for over the past 3.5 years. Mr. Speaker, I'm convinced that the inflated estimates are intended to conceal the difficulties faced by the ailing sectors that are punished with high taxes.
Days before Ali's presentation, he was arrested at 4 a.m. and later faced 19 charges relating to lands the state says he undersold. The opposition holds out these are politically trumped-up charges instituted just after the coalition was defeated at the recent local government elections. Shemuel Fanfare, The Evening News.